He would do it for me if we were in opposite shoes. Luckily, I really like him. And I decided to keep him around.
I'm lucky.
Nikki Stephens and her husband, John, a former Marine, have built a beautiful life together with their 5 children. Their devotion evident despite facing their biggest challenge yet.
We were in the first battle of Fallujah. A mortar had come in and landed behind me.
It was 2004, so at this time we didn't realize these type of blasts and exposure to these type of blasts were causing traumatic brain injury.
That invisible wound, a constant ripple through their lives. Now, nearly 2 decades later, they're facing something even more devastating. Over the past 2 years, Nikki noticed John struggling with something new: confusion, memory loss, difficulty following conversations.
I actually described to a doctor recently, I said, it feels very dementia-like. So his new diagnosis is major neurocognitive disorder.
It was another blow, another battle. But this time, Nikki would not face it alone.
My fellow caregivers were absolutely the first ones that I talked to. The support is, I don't know what I would do without it, to be honest.
The Hidden Heroes campaign celebrates these warriors, the millions of military caregivers often serving in the shadows. Year after year, we gather at the Heroes and History Makers Gala to say we see you and we honor your sacrifice. My co-host this year, actor Ryan Phillippe, stepping in for Tom Hanks, who was under the weather.
I got vitamin C, I got cough drops. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm taking it.
Sending in a video message of support.
It's our chance to honor those contributions and live up to our nation's promise to never let them bear the sacrifice alone.
This year, Emma Heming Willis received the Tom Hanks Caregiver Champion Award for her advocacy work on behalf of all caregivers. Emma knows that journey all too well. Her husband, beloved actor Bruce Willis, was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia in 2023.
Bruce may have played action heroes on screen, but he always knew America's heroes wore uniforms.
Instead of retreating into silence, Emma chose to speak out, sharing her story. And now she's helping other caregivers find their way.
You've been through so much already with the surgeries and with PTSD and with the seizures. And then to find out that now he's also advanced into this stage of illness. I mean, how do you keep your hope?
We have to want to maintain that hope and community. You know, having others like Emma and other caregivers that understand, where you can let that guard down and share with people really what's going on.
The bond between caregivers is so real. What does it mean when you meet another caregiver and you look into their eyes? You see something that the rest of us may not see.
You know, for me, I feel like I'm home. You know, there is like an instant sort of comfort level that I have never really received anywhere else. You know, we really do truly understand what each one is going through. And in a world, I think, today that feels so disconnected, there is something truly meaningful and beautiful about a connection between a caregiver and a caregiver.
And how is Bruce doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a loaded question.
Yeah.
It's hard to answer, but I mean, honestly, today, great. You know, he is surrounded by love and care, and he is doing really well with an unkind disease.
There are people watching right now who probably think, oh, I'm a caregiver. I never used that word, but I recognize something. And what would be your message to someone who may need that encouragement to kind of step out and reach out for support?
Don't hide it. Don't be afraid of it. Speak about it. Tell it. Bring awareness with that, and with that, you'll find your people.
What Emma and Nikki both want to share is that caregivers don't need to carry their heavy burdens alone, and that love, in its truest form, is the greatest act of service. Guys, every year I'm so moved by these stories. That was just one of the many that we heard last night. The event, by the way, raised more than $4 million. And get this, at the end of the night, totally a surprise to everyone, a company that was it's named Moby, that the CEO was in the audience and said, I'm going to give $1 million right now at the end. And we were all shocked and amazed. And it was just based on how moved he was by the many stories we heard about these caregivers who are caring for our service members.
It's hard not to be inspired by those stories. And you've done this now for 7 years.
Good for you, Savannah, for every year being out there, being an ambassador with Tom. It's such great work, shining such an important light.
Yes.
Oh, it's wonderful. And, you know, these, I mean, you hear about these veterans. I mean, here is John, is an example of somebody who was hurt in 2004 in Fallujah. We didn't even know about traumatic brain injuries then. He had seizures. He's had a brain surgery. And just now, in the last few months, getting this diagnosis of dementia. So these are injuries that go on. Caregiving is something that lasts literally a lifetime.
Yes. So
it's so important. And we want to send our well wishes not only to Mr. Hanks, we missed him a lot, but also to the woman who started Hidden Hero, Senator Elizabeth. Absolutely. You know, she was under the weather. They got a new puppy, and she said she got kind of tangled and fell. And no, I tell you, wild horses could not keep Mrs. Dole away, but apparently a wild puppy could. But I talked to her last night, and she sounded great, and she's recovering, and she's full of her usual vim and vigor. So she'll be there next year for sure.
For sure.
Well. Okay.
All right, SG.
That was great.
Good work.
No, you've got to train the catch. Good luck with that. We'll see you back here tomorrow, okay?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.